Definitely just complete change from last year's spring. Just I feel like we're like 5 steps ahead. Just like last year we were kind of working from behind, and now we're ahead, and we know what to expect. We know what to expect from the coaches. We know what to expect from each other now. We're a year deep into our offense, and now everybody has a better, getting it going and everything. So I'm excited.
What's it like having a brother here? It looks like a tight end out there.
Yeah, he's big. He's about 6'3.5", 6'4", 215, 220 out there running pretty fast. But I told him to keep eating. He might be a little, Antonio Gates or something.
For you, what's it been like, since you kind of decided, okay, I'm going to go through this one more time and come back? What's it been like for you?
Definitely, I have to try to, do certain things so I can't, because, like I said, it's my 5th year, so I've been seen it, I've been done it, everything. So I kind of just had certain notes, in my mirror when I wake up, I check it off, make sure that you do this morning, make sure that you do that this morning, just to keep up, just to keep it spontaneous a little bit, because, you are kind of going through the same schedule throughout the year. So, I'm just excited for having a chance with my brother here, having an opportunity to do something special.
Any goals this spring for yourself, or anything that you want to try to accomplish during the spring ball?
Yeah, just working hard on being bigger, stronger, and faster, and really just showing what I can do this year.
What kind of feedback did you get in evaluating the NFL process that maybe come back on what they want to see?
I didn't really get any feedback, honestly. I was just talking with Coach Brew a lot. We had a lot of one-on-one conversation. I talked to Coach Sapp. Obviously, family conversations on to make that decision. So, really, just stuff like that, and obviously my personal decision.
When did you kind of realize that this is where you wanted to be, that you wanted to come back here?
Correct. This is where I committed. This is where when I committed here, I always wanted to win an ACC championship. I always wanted to win a national championship. So leaving without that, so I just kind of felt like, I came to do something.
Well, how soon after the bowl game, or whenever did you decide that you wanted to come back here?
That's a good question. Probably about a week and a half after the bowl games when I decided, that's when I'm coming back. Obviously, I had thoughts on leaving. I had thoughts on staying before I made the decision. But like I said, I had talks with Coach Satterfield, Coach Brew, my family, and it's an ultimate decision to say.
Was your dad was it a big factor having Christian knowing that he was coming here? I mean, that had to play.
Yes, definitely a big factor. We never played football together ever, so definitely 1 year. It's pretty cool, I guess, to play with each other.
Did winning the bowl game help kind of make you think, you know what, I think we got something pretty
good? Yes,
here.
definitely, and that's also goes into me not wanting to leave my program where we left off also, because I know that we have more in the tank to be able to end off that bowl game and to do more, and I would truly believe that this team will do more next year.
You talk about obviously coming back. You have an NFL wide receiver coach, pretty much. A guy who has that experience. So does that help a little bit as well?
Oh, that definitely does. Coach Brew, he grades me hard. He grades me really hard. I tell him to grade me like I'm an NFL receiver. So I have a whole bunch of X's on my sheets and stuff. But sometimes I get mad, but then sometimes I'm like, okay, he's grading me hard. He's grading me hard. So obviously just knowing the terminology that he uses. We talked. He said we went to the combine. He talked to several receiver coaches. They all use the same terminology. So just learning that now, so when I do, or if I do go to the NFL, I just have the upper hand on the stuff that Coach was already teaching me.
How have you seen the quarterbacks kind of develop here? I mean, it's been, I guess, a week and a half now in spring. How have they kind of come along?
We all developing still. It's going to take time. It's going to take timing with the routes and everything. But obviously, it's different than shorts and t-shirt and going out here, in the off-season workout. So obviously, going against the defense, putting the pads back on, being thudded up a little bit. Obviously, that's all factors into it. So
the expectations will be different this year. How much does that change the mentality of a spring ball?
I mean, obviously, we set our standard last year, and the goal for this team is to exceed that standard now. So the year before they came, our standard was 2-10, and obviously now it's 8-5, and now I feel like everybody's on the same page that our standard should be an ACC championship, if not more.
Who have you seen so far in spring ball? So do you think they could be a breakout candidate for next year?
Braden. I like Braden a lot, number 81, our receiver. He's been showing really good things so far. Obviously, just got to continue to work on his plays because he's a new guy, doesn't know the playbook that well. But once he learns his plays and starts playing up to speed, I feel like he's going to be a breakout guy.
Right there.
Thank you.
Thank you.